Hello everyone. So today we will just identify the mistakes of an eye. So this is the painting done on the canvas, eye painting done on the canvas by a beginner. So especially I want you all to understand that I am showing only the basic beginner drawings and correcting them. I am not showing any professional works, nothing like that, because so that with this help all the beginners can understand what common mistake most of them are doing. So that is the main idea of all my do's and don'ts. So do follow, especially if you are a beginner, do follow us and try to understand some of the important points what most of you all are doing, very common mistakes. You should understand what exactly you should follow whenever you are doing an eye. It can be a painting, it can be a sketch. So what exact mistakes are happening? So for that I just gave this as a reference picture of one of my students, but regularly she does very beautiful work, but this is a very beginner stuff for her. The portrait is a very new subject for her, so she made some major mistakes, so I want to discuss that with you all. Now coming to the eye, first of all let's talk about the eyeball. So this eyeball is fine, the eyeball is fine, the shading is fine, and exact placement of the pupil is fine, so everything is fine. But when you're doing the eye, I want to tell you that don't fill the whole eye with the eyeball. Just reduce this much area. That will look more professional. So maybe you can just avoid this particular area, this part of the ball, and just draw up to this area. So this will give more professional look than compared to this area. So I won't look as if the eyeball has popped out. With this technique, you will avoid the eye popping out. So this is one important step I want you to follow. Now the next important step is, this is the side of the nose. So this side when you are doing, don't start this way. That will be wrong. So always start, one second, I'll just take another color so you can just demarcate it well. So let's talk about this side. So this part of it should have a small curve. So that is very important. So never end it this way. So end it with a small curve. That will give a proper look. So that, and then finally go around. And of course eye shape can be like varied from person to person. Some people have a little drooping eye, some people may have a little sharper eyes. So but basic thing what you have to follow is this. Okay, now this is the second important point what I want you all to follow. The next important point is this one. This is the one which is exactly, if you observe, this is like a hill. So try to avoid that. It should be like a groove, and it should be it should just follow the upper eyelid. It shouldn't be too high, and it doesn't look well. So this and the lower, below the lower eyelid also you have a small groove. These 2 points also play a very major role. So these should be as near as possible, and if you give the groove, the more deeper you give, the more fluffy the eye looks. So the shading is always important. Now here she has just given a line and no shading this side and that side. So that also plays a major role. So shade it well and give a nice blend to it. So that will also give a nice 3D look to the eye. So these are some of the major points which she has missed, and I just want you all to follow that. And this is the topic from the eye, the portrait topic. And one more major mistake, I believe most of you are already identified it. Those are the eyelashes. Now for the eyelashes, the shape of the eyelashes, if you observe, it should go this way. It is never like this. That looks very bad. Okay, you should always go in such a way that the first eyelid starts in a little curve manner. So this curve, as you're going towards the center, see every stroke if you're observing, I am still giving that curve. All the eyelashes stroke are like this, never like that. Okay, so if you observe every stroke I am giving, and as I am moving on to the center, the size of the stroke is also reducing, as well as the number of strokes are also reducing. Now again, of course, this totally depends from person to person. For female, we tend to give more number of strokes. For the male, we tend to give less number of strokes. And the lower eyelid also, you have to make sure that a little curve. That curves are always important. And of course, the lower eyelid, make sure as minimally as possible. The middle strokes are a little bigger here, and as you go to the corner, it becomes smaller. So these are some of the points to remember for the eyelashes. Now coming to the corners of this, you always have to remember there's a small demarcation which you have to give, and the shading should start from here. So this also plays a major role. The shadings and all also plays a major role, but that one I will take the separate session for that. And finally, coming to the eyebrows. Now first of all, the eyebrows, when you are doing, make sure the eyebrows goes a little far when compared to the eyes. It is never, eyebrows and the eyes are never equal. So always make sure it goes a little far from the eyes. And the main important point is the stroking of the eyebrows. So it should always start from a vertical stroke, and as you're going towards the side, observe my strokes how I am doing. So that is also again important. And then as you're going down, the stroke angle also goes down. So this is very important. And of course, these strokes, if at all you're doing painting, multiple color strokes you will be giving, and if at all you're doing sketching with the pencil, you will be doing with the final sharp dark pencil. So these are very important. Now observe, the first strokes are almost vertical, but again it's never like this straight lines. It should always be a little curvy. So it starts like straight, and as you go towards the corner, it moves towards a little slant, and then again as you go down, the stroke also follows that. So this is also very important when you are doing the eyebrow. So these are some of the mistakes what a student has done, and maybe most of you all are also doing the same mistakes. So try to correct these points first, and then only outline always plays a major role whenever you're doing a portrait. So understand that the outline first, understand the outline properly, and then the strokes properly, and finally the shading. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.